This irreducible episode opens in Washington, D.C., where General G.I. Brassbottom ponders an imponderable problem.
I can't understand it, Hackenschmidt.
Understand what, sir?
I sent Roger Ramjet on a secret mission last week, and I haven't heard from him.
Maybe he doesn't have anything to report.
Then he should report that he has nothing to report.
Maybe he forgot your phone number.
And maybe I forgot my pants, Hackenschmidt. Sometimes I wonder why I...
Why don't you call American Eagle headquarters, sir? Perhaps they know where he is.
Good thinking, Furman.
But a phone call to American Eagle headquarters proved fruitless.
No, sir, General. We haven't heard from him either, and we're getting worried.
Yes, my boy, we're all concerned. If we don't hear from him soon, I'll take immediate action.
But another day went by, and still no trace of Roger Ramjet.
Hey, gang, Roger's still missing. What should we do?
How about renting out his room?
And as promised, the general sprang into action.
Furman, call the FBI and the CID and put out an APB. Run it through R&I, then get me a J&B.
And thus one of the greatest hero hunts in history began, as all the forces of the government were called upon to find Roger Ramjet. The Army looked on land, the Navy looked at sea, the Air Force looked in the air, the Marines looked everywhere. Say, that rhymes, doesn't it?
Order a nationwide house-to-house search.
The police helped,
Have you seen any sign of Roger Ramjet?
and the Boy Scouts,
Have you seen Roger Ramjet?
and the Girl Scouts.
Would you like to buy some cookies?
And still the search continued, but without a trace of Roger.
I'm afraid it's no use. If he were able to, he'd get word to us.
America faced the future with sinking hearts. But was Roger Ramjet really missing, never to return? Of course not. After all, he's the star of this show. So let's find out what's happened to him, shall we?
Frankly, I'm at the end of my rope.
But let me explain. Ramjet's secret mission had to do... Oh, it's all right. They won't tell. Ramjet's secret mission for the general took him to a certain mountainous area in the west. Being an experienced climber, Roger had alertly tied a rope around his waist and the other end to a large rock. As he crawled out on the ledge to get a better look, it happened.
And not a soul around for miles. If I wasn't the star of the show, I'd say I was a goner.
And there he swung for days until an old prospector happened by.
Say, Sonny, that's a pretty shabby beginning at a hanging. Really takes me back, though. Haven't seen anyone swinging out here since the James boys was around. I remember one time...
Excuse me, old-timer, I hate to interrupt, but do you think you could make a phone call for me? Or send a wire?
What in the Buffalo Bill are you talking about?
But after some pretty tall explaining, Roger finally got through.
Okay, Sonny, I'll get you some help. Say, that fella Amici must have been a pretty clever cuss.
And so Roger Ramjet was rescued.
Hang on, Roger. We'll be home soon.
And after a hero's welcome, he reported to General Brassbottom.
Glad to have you back, Ramjet.
Well, thank you, sir. Shall I report?
Yes, man. What did you find?
Even more than you'd hoped, sir. I spotted 3 russet-breasted wormsbeckers, a stifled grouch, 2 red-winged bootstraps, and a bob-tailed flush.
Brilliant work, Ramjet. I'll be the hit of the Birdwatchers Convention. Hope it didn't cause you too much difficulty, man.
Not at all, sir. Just part of the job.
And so another important mission has been fulfilled in the service of our country.
I forgot to tell the general about those buzzards. There were quite a few of them toward the end.
Thanks to everybody's all-time hero, Roger Ramjet, and his brave American Eagles.